It's almost time for the final round of the 2024 IMSA season. Heading into the venue at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, the main championships across all four classes in the WeatherTech Championship will be decided, and there is a lot to break down. So let's dive into the details of the championship standings and who are in contention for the title as IMSA prepares to wrap up this extraordinary season during Petit Le Mans. Now, it's only fair to start with IMSA's flagship category of GTP. 3 different cars are involved in the fight for the title. This includes the 2 Porsche Penske 963s and the Chip Ganassi 01 Cadillac. Heading into the finale at Road Atlanta, the number 7 Porsche leads the championship and has the best chance to win the title, with drivers Felipe Nasr, Dane Cameron, and Matt Campbell, who joins exclusively for Road Atlanta, behind the wheel of the 963 prototype. Following a disqualification at Indy, which had implications on the standings, the number 6 Porsche sits a further 124 points behind the number 7 car, with Chip Ganassi's 01 Cadillac still mathematically in the championship picture, with a 164 point gap to the leading Porsche 963. Chip Ganassi Racing will need a miracle to secure the championship. And for me, it's very difficult to see them winning, considering the fact that Porsche Penske look good to secure the title with the point gap, with either of their 963 LMDH entries. Although, it would be great to see Chip Ganassi Racing end the season on a high, securing that title. After all, this would be the last IMSA race for the Chip Ganassi run Cadillac, as the 2 organizations will part ways following the 2024 season. It's clear that Porsche Penske has the upper hand heading into this event, and in fact, Porsche is also looking good to win the GTP manufacturer's title, with a 124 point gap back to the second place sitters, which are Cadillac. Moving on to the LMP2 class, and once again, just like in GTP, 3 cars mathematically are within reach of the title. This includes the number 52 Inter-Europol by PR1 Matheson Motorsports entry, which currently leads the standings, while the number 74 Riley and the number 18 Era Motorsports Oricas sit behind. The number 74 Riley crew is the championship leader's biggest threat, with a 98 point gap separating the 2 cars. Meanwhile, the number 18 Era entry is a further 123 points behind, but still in contention. Interestingly, both PR1 Matheson Motorsports and Riley won IMSA championships last year in 2023. The former are the defending champions of the LMP2 class, while the latter are the champions of the now defunct LMP3 class. So whichever of these entries wins, they will be taking back-to-back championships in IMSA competition. One of the most intriguing championship battles is that of the GTD Pro class, because the fan favorite Rexy Porsche could secure AO Racing their first IMSA championship. And the team is pitched against a formidable opponent in the form of the Heart of Racing. The battle is a 2-horse race between 2 very competitive cars that have had great seasons this year. This includes the number 77 Rexy Porsche from AO Racing, which is leading, with the number 23 Heart of Racing Aston Martin a further 99 points behind. If something does happen to the Rexy Porsche, the number 23 Heart of Racing Aston Martin could be right in the championship hunt. And what makes this more interesting is that the Heart of Racing have proven that they are a team that can win championships in IMSA competition, because in 2022, the number 27 Aston Martin won the title in GTD after beating a Porsche 911 GT3R from Wright Motorsports. There is also a fight in the Manufacturers' Championship in the GTD Pro class, involving Porsche and Aston Martin, with a 122 point gap separating the 2 car brands. Just like at Indy, the Heart of Racing have brought their second Vantage GT3 into the professional category, with the car badged as the 027, which will hopefully help the team in the championship standings battle. What this all means is that the 2 championships will rely on the number 77 AO Racing Porsche and the 2 Heart of Racing Aston Martins. Finally, over in GT Daytona, the championships are pretty much decided, Mercedes has already secured the Manufacturers' Championship thanks to both of their AMG GT3 entries competing in the category. While the number 57 Windward Racing Mercedes looks set to secure the title at Petit Le Mans, the number 96 Turner Motorsports BMW is theoretically still in contention for the title. However, Windward Racing looks set to have this one wrapped up before the race even begins, with a 222-point gap separating the two German GT cars. Windward Racing is no stranger to winning championships either, as they have previously won the title in the GT3 European Championship, the FIA GT Series, the ADAC GT Masters Series, and finally in the GT World Challenge Europe. Moving on, and here is a quick look at the Michelin Endurance Cup standings. Just like in the main championship, the number 7 Porsche is the leader in GTP, but it will have competition from other cars as well, as the entries in the top 10 can still mathematically win. In LMP2, the number 52 Inter-Europol by PR1 Matheson Motorsports entry leads, but that car has competition, as it's tied on 35 points with the number 11 TDS racing car, after the entry's win at Indianapolis. In GTD Pro, Paul Miller Racing's number 1 BMW leads, with a further 5-point gap over the Rexy Porsche. Meanwhile, the Windward Racing Mercedes leads in GTD, but unlike their dominant lead in the main championship, they lead these standings by just 1 MEC point to the number 70 Inception Racing Ferrari. Now, while the WeatherTech Sports Car Championship is the main focus of this video, I do want to include one of IMSA's smaller series, the Michelin Pilot Challenge. In the GS class, Paul Holton and Matt Plum's number 46 TGM Aston Martin currently sits at the top, with a 110-point gap back to the RS1 Porsche. Aston Martin also lead the Manufacturers' Championship for the GS class, with a 70-point lead over Porsche. Elsewhere, the TCR class is being led by JDC Miller's number 17 Audi, which has a comfortable lead over the first of the Hyundais. And speaking of the South Korean car brand, they currently lead the Manufacturers' Championship in this class, with 2,970 points to their name. So that was the breakdown of the main championship battles within IMSA, heading into the final round of the 2024 season here at Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta. Are you excited for this weekend of racing? And who do you think will come out on top among the competitors? Well, as always, feel free to let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching. For more content on endurance racing such as the WEC and IMSA, consider subscribing if you haven't already. On screen, you'll find some suggested videos to watch next. For now though, that's it for me. You'll hear from me next in the following video.